Paul, we're going to like tap you on the shoulder so you think about this girl again and you find her on Facebook. Now, who knows? The world's open up to many possibilities.
Yeah, you mentioned sort of like the life that should have been, or almost like a parallel life. What if I had married her really all those years ago? What if that was meant to be, and didn't happen till now, kind of thing. Some of the things I think about. But that's the impression I get when she shows up in the dream. It's sort of like, hey, you were meant to marry her.
Well, you know what I say to you, Paul?
What?
I say, what are you waiting for?
Well, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know if she's single. I didn't get that far. I don't know.
Well, she said she was single.
I think she is. I'm not 100%. She used to be with somebody, but I think she's single now.
It's two questions. It's a really simple question. Hey, are you single?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I just haven't had, long enough to talk to her to ask the question, but yeah.
Well, let me know. I'll friend her and I'll ask her for you.
Yeah.
I think so. That's fine. Yeah.
So,
I do want to thank my editor, Graham. The book was written and it was pretty good, but Graham is an amazing editor. We've been friends for a very long time. I had no idea that he was an editor for a very long time. And then he came out of the closet and told me, yes, I'm an editor. And once I gave the book to him, he really helped me whip it into shape. He's amazing. He's definitely a big part of how it came to be such a tightly written book. He's able to ask the tough questions and to just nail it down and say, okay, it has to be this way, it has to be that way. I can tell you a normal erotic romance has 5 or 6 scenes. Mine has 35. I'm an overachiever. Each scene in this book builds the story. It's not written as pornography at all. It is written to move the story forward. Very much it helps to grow the love story between Matthew and Bella. Some of those scenes are true. Some of the scenes are not. I'm not saying which, ever. Not even to Graham. Sorry, buddy, you'll have to figure it out yourself. I think that everyone should read this just because I think it would make a difference in their lives. It would make a difference in the way they see love and they see sexuality. And most importantly, I think once you buy the book, I think once you're done reading the story, you should think about who in your life could this make a difference for? Whose life could it enrich? Who could really use that extra part of their life being brought back? That to me is really, really important.
Pandora is going to become an important tool for many, many, many people.
I really do think so. I can't imagine someone like even Stephen Hawking. Imagine that part of his life is gone, and he could have it back. One of the people that I am going to send a copy to is Stephen Hawking's wife, and mainly because I appreciate so much what he does. And I'm fascinated by what he does. I would love nothing more than someone to be able to gift him something because he has given so much of himself. Amazing to be able to say, hey, Stephen Hawking, check this out. He'll probably have a long explanation of how it works and why it works. But hey, at least he'll know that he really did make a difference in many people's lives and someone wants to reach out and to help him. So, Mr. Editor, do you have any questions? I'm sorry.
Yes, Becky's editor, if you have any questions, by all means, post them in the chat or call in with them. That would be excellent. Paul, do you have some more questions?
Well, I'm interested in how to do Pandora. I guess you have to read the book to get the idea of it.
Yes, there is. I don't want to give it away and ruin the story for people because it definitely unfolds over the course of the story. It's a very big part of the book of Pandora's Box of Love. Of course, it's not at all in the classic romance. It is definitely just in the erotic romance version. But it's a big part of the story, and I don't want to give it away. It would be kind of a huge spoiler. I do believe that everyone can do this. I think it just takes a little bit of courage, maybe. What do you think? What do you think, Rich? Courage? Is that a good word?
Yes. Courage, willingness to open your mind to experiment. Absolutely.
You know, within the book, it builds from the initial introduction of Pandora to a lot of the growth of them as a couple, and then, of course, as there is the combination of the two, and the whole book just keeps winding around their love, so that you feel not that you're just reading this tale that has this thing called Pandora, but you really become a part of her life, and you really cheer for her, and the highs are intensely high and the lows is just as intensely low, and the sex in the book is amazing. It's just, I took it as deep as I could. As I said, I literally shook and cried. I was just reading one of the scenes before I came on, and I'm sitting at my teacher's table crying, thinking, God, Becky, you've read this 100 times, and it's getting to you still. But some of the scenes are so great, especially as you follow her life as a single parent and how she's struggling, because Jim being the ex-husband, just walked away and left her with nothing. So she had 2 children to raise, no income, no job, no car, no money, nothing. Imagine that. And then she persevered and not only survived, but she found love again. And not just any love, but the love of her life. To me, that's amazing. I think if every woman could find their Matthew, I think it would be a great world. If everyone could not only find their Matthew, but end up with their Matthew, that would be fabulous. I would wish that for all the women of the world. And maybe if all of the men in the world could find their Bella, that one person who absolutely fits the other side of their soul, the person who is their little spoon to their big spoon. That, to me, would be a perfect world. How many people would like to try Pandora?
Oh, that'd be great.
No one's talking. Guest 11, who are you? Can you type your name?
Well, I'll tell you what. Guest 10 here wants to know where they can purchase the book. So why don't you tell us a little about that, Becky?
The book. Yeah. My editor is typing little notes. It's funny. Okay. The book is available through Facebook. We have a Facebook group called Pandora's Box of Love. You can go right there and you can click and it has instructions on how to buy it. You also can buy it through PayPal. It's my name, Becky, BECKY, BUCHKO, BUCHKO, @gmail.com. It's $8. And I have a special going on. If you buy the book, and then you tell your friends to buy the book, for every book they buy, you get $1 back. So if you turn 8 friends onto my book, you get yours free, which is kind of cool. Just kind of my way to pay it forward. I think we all should think about paying forward and helping other people as much as you can. So the book is only $8. It's not on Amazon yet. I wanted to get it out first, out to my friends on Facebook, and of course my Kickstarter people, and just get it out to my friends, the people who have supported me through all of this, before I put it on Amazon. So once it hits Amazon, the price will be higher. It will also be available as a print book. Right now it is just an ebook. The censored version is only $5. However, it doesn't have the fun stuff in it. Sorry. It does explore their love. It explores everything. I should also mention, and I didn't mention, that the book takes place in my hometown of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Johnstown is an amazing town. It survived not 1, not 2, but 3 floods. The version is only $5. However, it doesn't have the fun stuff in it. Sorry. It does explore their love. It explores everything. I should also mention, and I didn't mention, that the book takes place in my hometown of Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Johnstown is an amazing town. It has survived not one, not two, but three floods: 1889, 1936, and 1977. The 1889 flood, there was officially, but I'm going to change that number, officially 2,209 people died in about 14 minutes. When the South Fork Fishing and Hunting Club dam at Lake Conemaugh broke, long story, but it broke, destroyed, decimated the city of Johnstown. Johnstown rebuilt in 1889 up until September 11th of 2001. It was the single greatest loss in American soil of American citizens in a man-made catastrophe.
And one of the things I'd like to comment, having just read Pandora's Box, is how so many of your scenes take place in various locales, various cities and towns and locations there in Pennsylvania, and how real they are, how real the settings and the scenery is. It makes you feel like you're there.
Yes, absolutely. The tale takes place in Johnstown. They eat gobs. Gob is a delicacy kind of to Johnstown. It's amazing. You have to have one. Somebody buys the book, emails me, I'll get them a gob. Believe me, it's worth it. Pierogies, halushki. Johnstown's a melting pot because we had Cambria Ironworks and we had the coal mines. People who left other countries came here to work because you literally could get off of the train in the 1800s and start work the next day. So it was a town. It was very much a company town, but the company took care of their people. So it's a great town to live in. Even though there have been three floods, we have rebuilt each time. The businesses have come back each time. So it's not as prosperous as it was. We've made a lot of lists. We've been in the poorest towns, but the most exciting places to visit. So you'll see the different lists that come up through the internet. Johnstown makes a lot of them for the Pennsylvania ones. But it says Johnstown is a beautiful, beautiful area. Matthew and Bella visit so many of the stores. If you're listening and you're from Johnstown, one of the places they go is called Glotzers, Glotzers. In my book, all of the locations they visit are... They don't use their real names, but they use kind of a hint for what their name is. Glotzers is actually the true name in the country they came from for the Gloucester brothers. So Glotzers is actually Glotzers. And if you're from Johnstown or have been here, you'll be able to figure out the different areas and the different places that Bella and Matthew visit. Like, for instance, they have something called a moon upper, and where really those of us in Johnstown know it's a sundowner. And that's a sandwich that you absolutely have to have if you come to Johnstown. So I kind of wanted to make it really interesting. I wanted to add just a little bit of it. Probably won't mean anything to people from the rest of the world, but Johnstown's one of those places where everyone's from. A lot of people come here for what they call Sturgis of the East. It's Bike Week, Thunder in the Valley. So a lot of people will be familiar with Coney Island, with what was Penn Traffic, Glossers, things like that, the Incline Plane. So you will definitely feel a part of their town. I think you'll fall in love with Johnstown as you fall in love with Matthew and Bella. Really, really a part of the story, too.